What up, people? It's been many since I have made a video, and that is because I have been really sick. I came down with a flu or something, and battling for my life. But I wanted to make this live video, let a couple people come on if anyone's home from work, if anyone is interested. I'm driving back from VMP right now with, you can only see the roof of it, but that's my Fox body, the fast one. And I am super happy to have it back. So, not to get anyone too hyped, but I'm pretty hyped. I do plan on taking it to the track tomorrow to get some test passes in. Oh yes, horsepower indeed. So I'll let everyone know now that this car did make over 800 wheel horsepower on the new setup. It is up substantially from its power before. Before, for some reason, the other motor was really underpowered, and I'm not really sure why. So we think that this car might have made about 850, maybe a little bit more, because when we so either way, the car has made a huge gain in power from its old setup. Really excited to get it out to the track. I don't really know what to expect to run tomorrow because the slicks on it are kind of shot, but I really kind of want to get an idea of what it will trap. Now, if it traps over 150, maybe close to 160, and I run out of gear at the big end of the track, then, well, I'm gonna have to drop down to 355s, unless I can fit a 28-inch tire under there, which is pretty tight. I know some Fox bodies do, but with the IRS and it sticks the wheels out a little bit further, it kind of interferes with the fenders a little bit more than it does with a solid rear axle. So there's a chance that at the big end of the track, I'm gonna hit the limiter. I'm gonna run out of gear. And I've done that in one car before, and it kind of sucks when you can see the sign, you can see the end of the track, and you're just sitting there like gung 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 gung, you can't go any faster. It sucks. But that's a pretty good problem to have, I feel like, in a car that tops out about 155, 160 in fourth gear. What up, Mustang Parts Reaper? This is the Terminator Fox. You ready for the sauce? For those that don't know, Mustang Parts Reaper is a proud sponsor of Jay Witt, or should I say Jay Witt is a proud sponsor of Mustang Parts Reaper, because I'm solely funding his children's college tuition, all the parts I bought. He's definitely helped me out big time when it comes to the Grassroots Fox. So if you guys haven't seen the Grassroots videos, go check them out. That car is coming along swimmingly. I actually have a video for that car coming out soon, but again, I'm really sorry in the delay of videos. Literally for the past week, I've been sick, and that overlapped with the week that the hurricane was coming. So we were kind of prepping our house, prepping our rental houses. We didn't want anything to get damaged. So yeah, this video is just kind of touching on bases why I've been absent for the past couple weeks. Still coughing up a lot of stuff. It's kind of gross. Luckily, I'm on the tail end of my sickness, whatever this was. I think it was the flu. I had like a 103-degree fever. It was really nasty. But I'm back now, driving down this really boring road. Let me show you. Headed back to the log cabin. I'm gonna leave the car in the trailer tonight. Tomorrow when I get off work, I'm going to go ahead and give it a wash because this thing is super filthy. And maybe Andrew from Mustang Lifestyle will be headed out to the track tomorrow to help me get some footage of this thing. So I will give everyone a heads up. I do plan on having a pretty sick return video for the Fox. Probably one of the best videos that I put out to date. It's my goal. So keep an eye out for that. The testing that we're doing tomorrow are kind of just verifying the changes we made in the tune. Joe from VMP really killed it. VMP in general, again, pulled through. You know, you have a supercharged, you know, Terminator or mod motor, Coyote specifically, and now even Chevrolet and Mopar cars, you know, the Hellcats, ZL1s, Corvettes. I mean, they've really expanded pretty much into every muscle car out there, and they're offering tuning for everything. So I highly recommend BMP. Definitely really good at what they do, specifically when it comes to tuning. And again, their superchargers are awesome. I mean, I ran their Gen 2, I loved it. I upgraded to their Gen 3. So tomorrow is going to be the first pass ever on the new motor, the new blower, upgraded fuel system. And by upgraded fuel system, I really just mean the bigger injectors. And that's about it. I mean, really, I have a new upgraded clutch. I had a twin disc McLeod before, but now I have their HD version of what I had, which is rated for, I think, like 1,200 horsepower. So it really should be good. One thing we did kind of notice is second gear was grinding a little bit, and I don't know if the clutch just wasn't adjusted right. It's never really grinded before. It's never really grinded any gear. So I think what I'm going to do is adjust the clutch cable a little bit more at the firewall adjuster, as well as drain and refill the trans and drain and refill the engine oil, because the engine oil needs to be changed. The oil that was in it was really only for dyno and break-in oil. So now we're going to change the oil to a synthetic, and hopefully everything's good. So I'm pretty excited. For anyone that has any questions or any guesses on what they think the car is going to run tomorrow, you know, feel free to comment. I don't know. Again, I don't think the car is really going to short track that well because my slicks are completely worn out. I still have the IRS in the Fox from an 03 Cobra. Although it's been modified, it is probably more stock than it is built. I mean, it has 373 rear-end gears, still has stock 31 spline axles, but I do have Maxim Motorsports adjustable rear sway bar links. I have their outer tie rods. I have their I have the full tilt boogie bushing kit, Bilstein rear shocks, and then factory cut 03 Cobra convertible springs. I see Chris has got jokes saying 10-0, but he might be right. I don't know. I mean, if I don't run a 9 tomorrow, I'm not really going to be surprised. Before, on the old setup, the car was fully capable of 9s, and you can see that from like 90% of my time slips. Really what was holding it back was the short track. And as these slicks wear out, you can see the 60s slowly deteriorate. For example, like my first 10 60 foots in the car were 1.4 or lower. I think at one time I saw 1.260, but as they wore out, I consistently saw 1.5s, then I started seeing 1.6s, and I saw a few 1.7s and 1.8s based on me just, like, you know, dumping it right off the line. But I think the days of a 1.5 or faster 60 are completely out of the question because the slicks are just so far gone. So I just saw a cop and I thought I might get pulled over. 986, that'd be solid. I'd be pretty happy with that. What my ideal pass in the car tomorrow would be anything in the 9s without a good short track. So, like, for example, if I just launched and it saw like a 1.7 or a 1.860 and I just granny shifted my way to the finish line and the car just really horsepowered its way to a 9, that would be the ideal pass for me, because what that would tell me is on a new set of slicks with my N2MB watt box and launch control, it could potentially be a mid to low 9 car, which is what I really want to be competitive at some of these events I'm going to. So the first event that I plan on taking this car to is FL2K, which is literally 31 days away from today, almost exactly a month out. I don't plan on drag racing it from a dig. I plan on roll racing it because it's really fun. I really only like to roll race it at that event, and it's a lot less harsh on the car. And I do like it because it's just like a completely different style of racing that you don't really get a chance to do that often. So that's all I'm going to do at FL2K. I don't really know what class it will be in. Probably their mid-range class again. It's, at least I hope, because I think it'll be too slow to be in their outlaw class. And if I do somehow make it into the outlaw class, I'm going to get eliminated in like the first round. Oh, sweet. Bring the MR2? I hope so. That car is freaking sick. Alright, well, I've seen a couple cops on this road, and I'm about to cough up a lung. So I'm going to end this video here. Just know, Fox is back. Really excited. And going to have some footage, hopefully tomorrow, of testing at the track. And see what it does from there. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Later.